But the biggest football fiesta is going down in Ivory Coast with the 24 teams battling for honors. And of course, there have been surprises. The big boys humbled. Let's take a look at some of that action, beginning with Ghana.
Well, here as well, that's a fine strike, good save as well, but they can't clear the lines. And Cape Verde break the deadlock, open the scoring. He didn't want it to. There we go. Ayew with the corner, swung it in and into the back of the net, and Ghana are level. And I think it was Chico who got his head on the end of it, booked in the first half, a goal scorer in the second. At times, one of the most dangerous options, in it comes from Ayew. Third round of fixtures in the group. A little bit of hesitation in the back, a chance into Cape Verde to win it. Oh, calamity in the back for Ghana. And Cape Verde have scored in stoppage time at the end of the game. And have they won it? Scenes of huge celebrations. Now, but that's wasteful. Into the middle it goes. Excellent early chance. Good save as well. Not clear. That's a solid tackle from Makudi. And still it's not gone away. And Guinea put it in the back of the net. And there's no offside flag. And that goal is surely going to count. And Cameroon simply did not clear their lines. Remonstrating in the face of Rigobert's song. He'll be furious with that. Cham. You see quite clearly how higher the Cameroonian players have been pushed. That's a good ball in from Nkudu. And that's a goal for Cameroon. And it's Magri at the back stick with his second goal for his country, who brings Cameroon level against 10-man Guinea. And not for the first time today, Nkudu puts in a wicked delivery. And on this occasion, there is a Cameroonian head on the end of it. He gets some reward.
Hold on. Of course, that is the AFCON of surprises. Shitera can't just keep it anyway, because of the election heat, you understand that. But the AFCON of surprises, quite intense, quite competitive, maybe the best we've seen. Let's see how the group stages ends up. And of course, Zita Jimoy is on standby at the scoreboard, ready to break it down for you in detail. Zita?
Yes, Willa, 24 games played at the AFCON 2023. And again, only 2 teams have qualified for the round of 16, that is Senegal and Cape Verde. So as we start, let's start with some of the historical moment that has happened in the AFCON 2023. That is Guinea-Bissau being the first team to be eliminated in the AFCON 2023. Second is Emilio Su, 34 years old. He made his history by becoming the first player of Equatorial Guinea to score a hat-trick in AFCON 2023. Again, he's the oldest player to score a hat-trick in African Cup of Nations. To score in African Cup of Nations, sorry about that. This marks the 18th hat-trick in the tournament, and then Mali remains unbeaten in the opening games in African Cup of Nations. That is, they have played 13 games. They've won 8, draw 5, and lose 0. As we continue, what some of the top scorers, as you can simulate, the first one with the hat-trick that he scored, that is from Equatorial Guinea, Kamara from Senegal, Mohamed from Egypt, and Mohamed Kudu, and again we have Dala that has two goals. I just want to ask a question. That is Shitera. There's been comparison between Kudu and again Victor Osimhen from Nigeria. What do you think? Do you think Kudu has done well than Victor Osimhen from Nigeria? Because there was a comparison between the two at the AFCON.
Yeah. Because Kudu came in when Ghana was down. Remember the first match he did not play, but when he came in the second match, he really lifted Ghana's hopes. Actually, Ghana were like gone in the first match, but again, after Mohamed Kudu's heroics, you could clearly see that Ghana have come back. I don't know. Probably I would be on the same page with Arocho on this. I don't know what happens with these stars at the clubs Remember, at Napoli, he's a very, very serious scorer. Victor Osimhen, he's really linked to Chelsea, but I don't know what is happening to him at the Africa Cup of Nations, leading his team, Nigeria. Very dismal performance from Nigeria, once a football powerhouse.
Arocho, Senegal displaying a very good football actually in the AFCON 2023, and a lot of people are saying that maybe they can defend their title by winning again this 2023 AFCON. What do you think? Because I've seen that you've seen their game, you've seen what they performed. They are the people who have like more goals in the AFCON 2023.
Well, Senegal is formidable. The team is quite balanced. They have a very good defense. The midfield operates and they score goals. A team that is balanced at time, most of the times they get their way. But as we proceed towards the quarterfinals, that's when exactly we'll know the team to look up to. But there's a team that has been quite consistent, ladies and gentlemen. That is Cape Verde. Look at the last 17 years. The last time we beat them when Harambee Stars was qualifying for AFCON. But look at the progression. They've been quite consistent, participating in AFCON after AFCON. This is the team to watch. And it's not just by fluke that they've won their first 2 matches. They are winning through merit. Good job, Cape Verde.
Isia. Let's talk about Mustafa Mohamed stepping up for Egypt. Egypt has been not performing very well in the AFCON. And then again, now Mohamed Salah is injured. He's going to be out maybe at the last game they're playing for the group stages, and then in the first game for the knockout in the group of 16. What do you think? Well,
first is to say that I think Salah's absence in that match after that hamstring injury was not even felt. If you ask me, I'll tell you that they improved even after he left the pitch. And it tells you that sometimes, you know, when these big players are in the team, sometimes they can benefit the team, or sometimes people can look up to them so much to an extent that the teamwork is broken. The question is, do I expect Egypt to go far without or with Salah? I'm not impressed with their match, the way they are playing. And really, Egypt that we see today is a pale shadow of themselves, the team that was there around 2007 with Shehata. But it's also to say that I saw Salah has been there with the team. There were attempts by the Liverpool team to come and help somewhere, but he's there and he's encouraging them as a captain. So let's see how they perform in their last match. But so far, they're not the Egypt that we knew before.
As you can see, we have 3 players now with the red cards. That is one player from Gambia, Guinea, and then a player from Tanzania. Let's go and see the standings from the group stages. Let's start with the Group A. You can see Equatorial Guinea leading the group, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Guinea-Bissau. Sila, what do you think about the Group A?
Well, this is a tournament of the small boys. Some would say they're no longer minnows, but you can see they're really holding their own. That group is very, very open. Bar Guinea-Bissau, who've packed their bags out. Ivory and Nigeria, and even the leaders there, Equatorial Guinea, the top 3 teams, 2 of them can definitely go through. One of them, unfortunately, will pack the bags. It could be Ivory or Nigeria. So the last round of matches will be quite tricky for all of them.
Let's go to Group B. Shitera, Cape Verde, as you said, they have qualified actual direct ticket to Group 16 at the knockout stage. That is, we have Egypt, Mozambique, and Ghana. What do you think? Ghana are not performing very well, and they have a very strong squad, actually. So what do you think about this group?
I think Cape Verde have really written a statement that they are there to stay, and 100% performance is a clear indication that really they will proceed. And the second team from that group now is now open between Egypt, Mozambique, and Ghana. Anyone can qualify, but as Isia said, in the absence of Mohamed Salah, probably the rest of the players will do it for their captain. Remember, in the Euros when Ronaldo Cristiano was injured, he really inspired the team from the bench. So I believe Cape Verde and Egypt, in my view, if you would ask me, will proceed. Probably Mozambique and Ghana can fight to get the best losers slot.
Zita, just a moment. You see, the last match is going to determine who is going to do what. And the Egypt are playing Cape Verde. So if Cape Verde decide to play the way they have played without resting their first team, then it's going to be a tall order for Egypt. Then Ghana have Mozambique. If they step up the way they did with Mohamed Kudus, then again, having missed the first match, second one coming well, then maybe it's going to be a rough one for Egypt.
Okay, Sia, let's go to Isia. As you finish, just continue with Group C. Senegal leading the group. They've been doing very well. Guinea-Bissau, Cameroon. Again, you can see Onana what he did. Everyone was talking about him. And Gambia, what do you think?
I need to remind you as a devil there that Onana has conceded 51 goals this season, only at the midway, including the AFCON ones. But I think the Cameroon house is not in order, and so I see them bowing out. And therefore, I give it to Senegal and Guinea to continue. Okay,
Group D. We are going to Group D, and Sura Mbaya Ro Safi Tafadhali. You can talk about the Group D. That is Angola, Burkina Faso, Algeria, and Mauritius.
Before I come to Group D, I'll make a comment on Group C. I think Onana killed the spirit of the Cameroonian national team. There is no way you're going to travel into the tournaments hours before a match. And that's why I blame Samuel Eto'o. If Onana could not be ready, could not have afforded to not to play the match against Tottenham, then let him stay away. Guys, there is no superstars in football. Now, coming back to Group D, the one that you're referring to, I'm so impressed with Angola. The fact that, for me, Angola versus Burkina Faso, I think that was the match. So far, for me, that is the match of was it Burkina Faso playing Mauritania, sorry?
Yeah.
For me, that was the match of the tournament. That match proved that there is no minnows in soccer in Africa. This is a group that I will give to Angola, and I'll give it to Algeria to sneak through because of the experience that they have. I'm saying Angola and Algeria.
It's still an open group. Let's go to Group E. Swila, you can it's still an open group. That is Mali, Namibia, South Africa, and Tunisia. Still an open group. Well, anyone can qualify.
Bafana surprised me last evening. I didn't expect that kind of response. But looking at that group is still very, very dicey. It's open. Mali, definitely by virtue of the experience, in every edition, actually, they've reached at least the quarters. I tip them to top that group. Namibia, South Africa, it can go either way, but I see Tunisia bowing out at the group stage.
Isia, as we finish, let's talk about Group F, please. The group is still open again. Morocco have 4 points. DR Congo, Zambia, and Tanzania, our neighbors, have 1 point.
I was sad yesterday with what Tanzania did. When you are playing 10 men for more than 50 minutes, and you have scored fast, then to allow Zambia to come back to the game, that was wrong for them. They should have done better. Then is to say Morocco have shown a good match. Congo, they are playing good football. I'm giving it to Congo and Morocco to continue in that group. But I feel for Tanzania because yesterday they had a good opportunity, really, to score and win their first match in history at the AFCON.
We have, as we continue, we have one coach that has been fired. That is Adel Morisha. He's 55 years old from Algeria. He was appointed as Taifa coach in March 4th, 2023. Just again, it's almost like 11 months, a span of 11 months. And he was fired on 17th. There's during AFCON offense against Morocco. That's the defeat they got. Do you think it is? What do you think? Do you think the remark he said, that is Shitera, the remark he said he could have waited for the tournament to end, or what do you think?
You see, Amruche is, he expresses himself just like Jose Mourinho in Europe. And he's a very good coach. Remember, as a tactician handling Kenya, we made strides. He has taken over Tanzania and assisted them to qualify for the AFCON. And I believe he was just speaking his mind, and with the debate we usually have here in Kenya in the FKF, he should have been given an opportunity to probably, he should have been heard before that decision was made. I thought it was harsh for CAF to give it an outright punishment without listening to him?
He has been suspended for 8 games, and then he has been fined 1.6 million Kenya shillings by the CAF Disciplinary Committee. That is, do you remember, Arocho, you remember in May 2015 during Harambee Stars qualifiers games against Comoros, and he was suspended again through spitting. I think the offense he did, it was spitting one of the officials at the AFCON, at the game. Do you think, and he was given 1 year suspension, do you think it's a tabia yake or?
As far as the Comoros match is concerned, I was there. I was in Comoros. He didn't spit. The only problem I have with my friend Adele, he overreacts. In Comoros, he overreacted, but he didn't spit at the referee. The other incident that I have with Adele is when we were in Calabar. We were leading 5 minutes to time. The main problem with Adele is he cannot absorb pressure. He's not a coach who can absorb pressure. That was evident in Calabar. That was evident in Comoros. And this match, I disagree with the Shitera totally. There is no way a coach can wake up and say that an opponent is controlling the match. You cannot say that. He's bringing the game to disrepute.
My point is he should have been heard.
No.
Should have been given
He had
time.
already been heard.
No. Anyway,
by who?
Because of time, I just
By
would ask you, Arocho, one question real quick. Why are you blaming Sam Eto'o, the Federation chief, for Nana's late arrival?
Why do you accept somebody who doesn't have time for the national team to arrive hours? You know, football...
Just hold on there. Are you then saying indirectly that it is Eto'o who was picking and calling players? Why not putting...
It's not about calling. It's not about calling. The ultimate decision on who is traveling and at what time a player is coming in is with the federation. Surely, gentlemen, guys are preparing for a match and we still don't know who is going to be in goal hours before the match. That's why I have a problem.
That's where now Coach Rijo Batsong could have drawn the line and said, Mr. President, I don't need Onana in this team. I'm going to use the 2 keepers I have.
Okay, let's bring in also Rigobert Song, but ultimately the boss here is the federation president. They are the people who are going to make sure that the 23 or 25 players are in camp at the right time. There is no way, and I'm saying it once again, I blame Samuel Eto'o for letting Onana come in late.
Let me say what Arocho is fearing to say. It is indeed Samuel Eto'o who calls the shot there, and it's known. You remember when Rigobert Song was being appointed the coach?
Yes.
Is ni boy wake unajua.
So he's a
boy. So really, when you hear that, that's the toy who is doing that. And like you said also, there is some shared responsibility when it comes to like the logistics of a player from Europe, for example. The federation will have a say, the coach will have a say. But really, what kind of an insult do you throw to Ondoa, the keeper who was between the sticks in the first match, when Onana is coming, and we know his record is in Europe also?
Okay.
Nothing impressive.
Nothing impressive, but of course, action. Lots of games have been played. They're quite intense, and let's take a look at how those games went before we go back to it on the touch screen. Let's take a look.
But a slight sigh of relief it will be for the Tunisians. And brilliant footwork here, technical ability coming in to seal the deal. Namibia have done it right at the death, and it's been the tormentor-in-chief, Otto, finds a way to ace it out. History beckons for the Brave Warriors. They've constantly kept on the attack. They have had a solid goal and are not willing to go out without a fight. Finally, Otto stabs it home.
The goal that we've been waiting for the whole time. Otto came through.
Raïs Mboli, the legendary Algerian keeper. Great chance here, Bounedjah for the opening goal in Group D. Algeria take the lead spectacularly. A lovely ball lobbed over the top. Bounedjah runs onto it and does what he does best. Score goals.
I said it from the beginning. Algeria are looking for that long ball over there.
Delivery into a danger area. Mabululu was there, and it's a penalty. An opportunity from 12 yards out presented to Angola. The Egyptian-based attacker up against Anthony Mandrea to bring Angola level in this Group D encounter. Mabululu strikes firm. And eventually the ball is over the goal line. It is a goal for Angola. They are back on level terms.
Good penalty there.
A penalty struck firmly, hit the underside of the woodwork, bounced back out into open play, and Mabalulu took the game.
Kings Kangwa for Zambia, keepers off his line! Kings Kangwa! What a mix-up! Opportunistic play! And Kings Kangwa has put Zambia ahead here in San Pedro. I think he's onside. Cedric Bakambu! Wissa has equalised for the Leopards. It's Johan Wissa. Well timed this from Bakambu. Good chest control, looks for his man. Wissa for Masuaku. Appeals for a penalty, it's given. He was sliding down. No, not yet, he isn't, because the referee's been called over to have a look at it.
I think the initial contact is from the thigh, which is an interception. But then the second action is on his chest, yeah.
No penalty, no penalty. Hakim Ziyech with a fierce free kick coming into the path of Roman Sace. 30 minutes in, and the captain with an easy tap in. Manula not able to hang on to that one. The first half, a comfortable fit point. But there was more to come from the Atlas Lions. Agerd unlocking the Tanzania defence with precise passes. Unahi gets the return and low on this, and there was more to come as En-Nesyri finished off the way that a centre forward is supposed to. Ziyech is an out swinger. Achraf Hakimi! The Atlas Lions have struck early. That's Ziyech Hakimi for the DRC. This was beautiful.
Well delivered corner there, finding Hakimi unmarked in the far end of the post. Small as compared to the wide areas.
Bimba chips it over. Mishak Elia, chance here.
Spoke about that ball over the top. The pace, the explosive power that the subs have brought into the second half. Once again, Elia just gliding off the...
Wow, quite thrilling action there. Beautiful goals, fantastic football. Action continues tonight. And remember, here at Royal Media Services, we are live with the commentaries across our 10 radio stations, from Karakania Soka on Radio Citizen to Mulembe FM, Ramogi FM, Sulu FM, Bahari FM. The choice is yours. Just pick your language and listen through the commentaries as our crew here, including Isia, Geoffrey Mwamburi, brings you that. So make a date with them tonight and every single day until the curtains come down on this showpiece. Zita, probably, as we wrap it up, your thoughts on those matches real quick?
And Aswila, all said and done, we are starting the last matches for the group stages this evening as we wait to see who is going to the knockout stages, who will be the best losers again to join the knockout stages again. Let's not forget that, again, every coach, their job is on the line. We will know if the Ghana coach will survive, if Cameroon, Egypt, and Ivory coach will survive. So all said and done, let's wait and watch for the knockouts, last round of the group stages. Swila, back to you.
Thank you, Zita. And of course, today we are asking you, based on that action, which team or which player has impressed you the most in the ongoing AFCON 2023, of course. SMS number online 22422. #Daybreak. You can also X us at Citizen TV Kenya, at Isaac Swila. We will be sampling your feedback at the end of this program. And for now, we are taking a short commercial break. When we return, remember, we are hearing from the fans from Narok for the very first time. And Bruce Amani is on standby at the Bonn studio where Dochevel is located. Not to forget, 5-star Arsenal gunning or storming Palace if you so wish. Stay tuned.